And gentlemen, on behalf of Kaptify Consulting Investor Relations team, I welcome you all to the Q4 and FY26 post-earnings conference calls of Chamanlal Setia Exports Limited. Today on the call from the management, we have with us Mr. Rajiv Setia, Joint Managing Director and CFO, Mr. Ankit Setia, Full-Time Director, Mr. Sankesh Setia, Full-Time Director, and CA Gaurav Mahi, part of Finance team. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risk and other uncertainties. Also, this is a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management team to detail us about business and performance highlights for the period ended March 2026, their growth perspective and vision for the coming years, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to the management team.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy today, and all the team should be happy, and my investors should be happy with the performance of the company as a whole year and as the last quarter, 31st, 26. You may have seen the press note and read that, and you must have been appraised with all the figures. The company has announced the dividend of 3 rupees 3 per share. So I hope everything goes well in the future also. And you're welcome for your question and answer. Thank you. Ankit, you want to say something?
No, Chacha. It's been a profitable year. So I hope the investor is happy.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All those who wish to ask a question, may use the option of raise hand. In case you are unable to raise hand, just drop a message on a Q&A box. Sir, we'll take the first question from Gunit Singh. Gunit, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you for the opportunity and congrats on a great set of numbers. So I want to understand how have we been impacted by the current Iran war in terms of realizations of our rice, also in terms of any disruption in shipping in March, April, May, the current situation. So I would like to hear your views on that.
Mr. Gunit, first at the outset, I'll thank you for appreciating the figures of the company. Yes, your question is most pertinent that this war, how it has affected. If I say it has not affected, it will be wrong. Admittedly, it has affected the entire export community, import community in India, and most of the nations are hit by this problem. But as we always say, or the company works in multiple countries. I have not we go with a separate risk. We are not only dependent upon Middle East. Of course, Middle East is a very good market for us, but the rest of the world is also serving. We are in more about 100 countries now. Yes, this effect is there, but you see the hold handling has come from the government also. Whatever the shipments we made prior to war, and we had to pay extra charges by ocean freight or war charges and so on and so forth. And the ECGC has has been mandated by Government of India to uh, to help the exporters, and whatever are our extra charges, we have filed the claim with ECGC. We will get that. That will be reimbursed to us. So, but the countries where export is happening to Red Sea, it's regular. In the past, once there was disturbance, this Iran-Iraq war, Iran and Israel war. Red Sea was also hit, but this time Red Sea is open. Our export to Egypt, export to Lebanon, or export to Jordan is continuously going, and it's more consignments are going. Maybe they are reselling to other parts of the world, and the rest ocean freights have gone up, but they have been factored in our prices. And people do understand because of the crude prices higher, the transportation cost, logistics are relatively high as compared to the past. But it's the business and it's the essential food product. It sells and it will continue to sell.
Got it, sir. So in terms of overall volumes, say if pre-war it was 100, for example, just for our
Mm.
understanding purposes. So, I mean, during war and currently, how much percentage would there be a fall in the volumes because of these disruptions to the Middle East?
You see, it is to some extent premature stage also, because if the demand is full, demand is too much, particularly from Afghanistan, so much demand. I'm getting calls every other day, but there is no route to send cargo because it has to go to Bandar Abbas via. Right now, other parts are taking because, as I said, Red Sea area, a lot of cargo is going. How it is moving to other parts is there. And we are shipping to Dubai through Dubai, Korpatan and Fujairah ports. The cargo is going to other parts. Oman is no problem; it's regular. And hmm, yeah, and sorry, there was in between disturbance. And yes, this the Saudi shipment to Jeddah are going, and there's no problem. But ocean freights are very high. The buyers are relatively slow to buy. They're
Got it. So, do you think that these higher demands from, I mean, other shipping routes, have they compensated for, say, the disruption or the volume fall that might have had? So, I mean, for Q1, we can expect things to be fairly normal in terms of volumes. Is it fair to assume that?
fairly, yeah.
And
There
in terms
will
of
be
EBITDA
reasonable
margins,
in the first pair, yeah.
got it. And in terms of EBITDA margins, I mean, what kind of margins are we looking at because of this higher freight, higher scenario? Are we able to maintain the margins of Q4 or FY26 in Q1?
Let's wait for the time. It's premature to say anything right now because the
Got it.
ocean rates are high, and but business is happening. There is no stoppage of business. And always remember, whenever there is any war or any kind of disturbance, uh, people don't go for luxuries, they go for essentials and particularly food.
Got it.
So there is no fall.
So, in terms of the supply scenario for rice, I mean, do you think that the situation is fairly normal? Because, I mean, have there been a fall in the total rice supply? Can that be a constraint this year?
No, there is a reasonably good crop. Why should there be fall? The one thing I am going to tell for all of us and all those who are listening, the prices of rice from the onset of this season were very low and very attractive. And some of the people were saying that there is very large crop prices will fall, this, that, but our business wisdom said, and particularly the chairman always pleaded that we must buy as much as we can, and we did that. And you see, there has been 30% increase in prices from November, December to March. That is one of the reason of getting good gains, you know.
Got
And
it.
Ankit, better you explain next year. Hmm?
Got it. And how are our realizations in Q4? I mean, what were realizations on average, and how are they trending currently in April, May?
Yeah, the prices are high. It's good. Even if they come down, they're very good because we have purchased at a very comfortable and very reasonable prices. We have stocks.
Got it. So my last question would be regarding our numbers in FY27, FY28. So in one of the previous calls, you mentioned that the company stays at, say, 700 crore to 800 crore revenue. It stayed for 4 years. Now it's been about 3, 4 years. We've been around 1400 to 1500 crore revenues. So, I mean, should we expect that FY27 is the next inflection point for growth? Or, I mean, is there a, can that be postponed because of the current disruptions?
No, this because the first thing first, this cargo is moving in this part also, maybe through other directions. One and the rest of the world, it is perfect as regard Europe is concerned, US is concerned, Canada, everywhere, Australia, everywhere, it's going in a full swing. Yes, historically, we have seen that 3 years, sometime continuously, are almost constant. And after 3 years, suddenly it goes up. And we are roping a company which is buying very large quantity. And they are visiting our factory shortly next week. And if we get approval, they always say we want to deal with your company. You are not cooperating much, not attaching to us. But now we have decided. Um After all, we tell them if you will give us meager profits, will not work. If you give us reasonable profit, will definitely work and your business will grow. Because it's the trust also, and it's the goodwill of the company, what you say and you supply and you keep live up to your commitments and expectation of by the business grows.
Got it,
Hopefully.
sir. Thank you very much. And please consider share buyback because of we have large cash reserves, and buyback is an efficient way to return money to the long-term shareholders and also increase the EPS in the long run. It's tax efficient. So kindly consider share buyback going forward as a means of returning shareholder money. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, Punit. Sir, we'll take the next question from Harleen Kaur. Harleen, you can go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So I have few
Mhm.
questions. My first question is export has been strong over the last few years. How much of the recent growth has come from the market share gains versus overall industry growth?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Sure, sir. Export growth has been strong over the last few years. How much of the recent growth has come from the market share gains versus overall industry growth?
Mm, Overall industry export is 6.5 million. Ankit, you are aware? 6 lakh ton,
हाँ
है ना?
जी, it was around 6 million tons last year.
6 million tons, 6.5.
But I think she's trying to ask this growth that we've seen is because of market share improvement or because of the growth in the industry overall?
Both side, you know, industry business is also growing and company itself is growing all around. We are participating in every single exhibition and we get new customers. Recently, this Sankesh and Mr. Vijay Setia were at Thifex exhibition. We got new customers also. And obviously, it will add to our kitty. And of course, Vijay was there. He always says this kind of exhibition gives us opportunity to go for some new products or new things. We are looking forward for anything which we can do the best, you know.
Okay, sir. So my next question is, which specific countries are expected to drive the next phase of growth over the next 3 to 5 years?
Ankit, yeah, you give you salespeople. Ankit, sorry.
Harleen ji, how are you?
I'm
Ma'am,
good.
in
How are
terms of,
you, sir?
yeah, in terms of increase, I think we'll be focusing on USA and Europe going forward.
Thank you, sir. So my next question is, what percentage of revenue comes from the top 10 customers?
Top 10. I need to check, but it should be, I think, about 35%.
Correct. Ankit, 35%.
It should be around 35%.
35% from the biggest customer.
Okay. And my last question for now is, has customer concentration increased or decreased over the last 3 years?
No, our customer base is always increasing. We are always, looking out for new customers. So it's always increasing. It must have increased drastically from last 3 years.
Okay. Thank
Thanks, Arvind. Sir, we'll take the next question from Tanya Khan. Tanya, you can go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So our recent profitability has benefited from favorable export realizations and lower freight costs. So how much of the current margin profile is structural versus cyclical?
Ankit, you will answer or should I?
Anji, Chacha, you start, please.
Yeah. As I have already explained, that in this particular year, at the beginning, the prices were low. Company has vast experience of yeah, this industry. We are with this business for more than 4 to 4 decades at least. Even wisdom matters a lot. The chairman this time, me, both of us decided, and Ankit, of course, along with us, that we should buy, it's the right time, we should buy the biggest inventory should be built up, the biggest possible. Our all godowns were full at the lower price. We still have stock, and we are selling. We are so ought to gain.
Okay, sir.
Prices are high now. We are able to sell.
Okay, sir. So if the export realizations were to fall by around 10%, while the paddy prices remain elevated, what kind of impact would we see on the EBITDA margins?
Can you say
Gaurav,
again about the paddy point?
Yeah, so uh,
You're saying?
yeah, we
See,
are
see,
not
see,
very clear about your question. Can
yeah,
you
yeah,
repeat?
She's
paddy
saying that
point I could
if
not
paddy
understand.
prices remain where they are,
Uh,
and if export realizations were to drop, then what do you think will happen to margins?
Yes, this year, you know what happened? The prices of paddy were low. Farmer runs and sells in first 2 months. Till December, almost 80-90% of the paddy is sold out by the farmer, and the prices were low. Consequently, the prices of rice were also low. And truly speaking, as a businessman earned more, farmer didn't this time. And let's see, when because they have those who kept some stocks, they could sell at a higher prices also, maybe 20%, 30%, whatever the farmer kept for the, I mean, waiting for the prices to go up. They got good money. The prices of rice had been high, and I think the farmer should grow more and more this year.
okay, sir. So, as inventory is a key component of a business model due to seasonal procurement, so what is the management's target working capital cycle?
What's question again?
Gaurav ji, can you answer? Related to
Question
finance,
is
I
not
think.
clear. The question is not clear, sir.
हाँ, आप करो जरा आंसर. हाँ.
So, what is the management's target working capital cycle?
Target cycle of finance.
Working
Working
capital
capital.
cycle.
Hmm?
Working capital cycle.
I think it is maximum 40-45 days.
Sir, our current working capital cycle is approximately debtors are 60 days and inventory is 140 days. So approximately 190 days working capital cycle. So do we look to maintain this working capital cycle?
We'll maintain. Why not? We cannot maintain it. Better. It will be better in the time to come.
Okay, sir. So, one last question. Is the company exploring any adjacent categories such as packaged foods, ready-to-cook products, rice derivatives, or any value-added exports? Or the focus is to scale up the branding business?
All our aims. As regard branding is concerned, we are right now branding outside India. We have our brand in around 40-45 countries, and in some places it's selling great. And the name is also famous. Yes, Indian market is still, we are through online sale through various portals going on, but visibility is relatively less in India, and that is our next target because company has funds, company has no problem in we are going because the prices suddenly go up in Indian market was not accepting. Otherwise, I could have started by April onward or earlier also. But international prices, high prices were working well, no problem. We were selling over there. Once the prices are little stable and or Indian market start accepting, I am tying up new distributors in the domestic market. It deserves to be, it should be famous in India. Our brand, flagship brand should be famous in India, which is not as yet.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it from my side. All the best.
Thank you, sir. We'll take the next question from Aman Soni. Aman, you can go ahead.
Yeah, hi, very good afternoon to all. So my first question is on the current situation in the export market. So is there any kind of shipments stuck or any dumping happening from any other countries?
Ankit, your answer?
हाँ जी.
Sanket?
Hello, Aman ji.
Yes, hello.
So Aman ji, as of now, no shipments are stuck. And
Okay.
what was your second question, sir?
Yeah, any kind of dumping if you are witnessing from any other countries.
No dumping, sir, because for Basmati only India is the producer, and the
Mhm.
brands we are exporting, they are strictly packing all Indian rice. So dumping cannot happen. So as far as any obstruction because of the war, in the month of February when the war started, Feb end, some obstruction came, but now everything is smooth.
Okay. So, like, sir mentioned, business is continuing to go on, but still, you would be paying, very increased freight costs or any insurance premium. So if you can highlight on that as well, what is the increased, cost there,
Huh.
pre-war?
So after, I mean, like the war started, of course, the insurance cost and
Hello.
Hanji. So of course the freight cost and insurance cost has gone up, but all these expenses are mostly borne by the buyer who's importing. Prices are calculated based on that.
Okay, so it's an entire pass-through.
Yes, maybe initially we adjusted some part of the freight and insurance, but now going forward, everything is on the buyer.
Okay, all right. And also in the opening remarks, sir had mentioned regarding a visit that a customer was planning to your factory. So if you can elaborate a bit more on that.
Hanji,
What
I
it,
think Rajiv sir will tell more about that.
yeah.
One of the biggest importer from Saudi Arabia, a very reputed company. They had been buying from 30, 40 rice mills. And you see, the mills are small. They don't live up to their commitments. The prices go up. They start blending this and that they are facing. That's why, and we had been avoiding such companies, bigger companies, because they don't let you earn much. And I have told them that you have to pay price. You have to pay because unless everybody in the chain doesn't earns, the business never happens correctly. So you just want to squeeze your supplier so they will spoil you. They agreed. I had meeting. They are coming to visit our factory in Karnal and they are also going to our Gujarat unit. And I'm confident now what they expect, they will get the quality and we'll get our margins. And the turnover can come, the business of 30, 40,000 tons can increase in-house. If it happens, very good for us. And rest of the business as usual will going on. Sankesh, where are you?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So 30, 40,000 tons on a, monthly, quarterly, on what basis?
This company buys about 2.5 lakh already they are buying from India. So they will
Okay.
share some part to begin with. The rest it depends.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, another question would be, on the news, what we are, witnessing, reading about, this El Nino, what all, things. So, any kind of, what, in terms of, the procurement, what kind of impact are we expecting?
You see, now the farmer is yet to sow the paddy. It's a premature stage to say anything. Let's see how the quality of crop, size of the crop, area under cultivation, and it remains healthy till end. This all matters.
Okay. All right. And my last
Ankit,
question, yeah.
Ankit, Ankit, I have to.
Hello.
Yes, yes, Aman, you can continue.
Yeah, so just one last question would be that, post this war, is there any increased, demand, coming in from any of the export markets, or is it business as usual?
As of now, it's business as usual.
Okay, all right. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.
So what is I would add.
Yeah.
So what is happening is because of the war, especially rice which was going Iran, the process has become very slow. Demand is there, but the process of reaching has become very slow. So that's the only change. That too only for a country like Iran. Other countries still managing.
Okay, thank
Sir
you.
will take the Sir will take the next question from Surbhi Mishra. Surbhi, you can go ahead, please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Surbi, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I wanted to know that the company has built significant scale in rice export. So, what is the next growth engine that can potentially become 20-30% of revenue over the next decade, or are we effectively betting only on continued growth in rice exports?
See, majorly we are betting on continuous growth in the rice exports. Of course, we can start strong with our domestic sales. That still we've not explored, and maybe we come up with different projects also in the future. Maybe we can start with spices. We can start with rice puffs. So everything is there, and we can start with them in near future.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. We'll take the next question from Manish Kela. Manish, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, thanks. So first of all, I would congratulate the management on the superb set of numbers. So I have a couple of questions. One, I just wanted a flavor as to how are our new units doing? What is the capacity utilization there? And are all of those units already operational? I know those were operational, but I guess there were some 4 or 5 units. So if all of those are operational, and what is the current capacity utilization of those units?
Manish, so 3 units, new units have been installed, and they've started to work. Regarding the efficiency, what you asked, they would be working at around 50% of their efficiency, normal efficiency.
So in terms of sales, right, what would have been the contribution from these new units? Let's say for Q3 and Q4. Would you have a number?
I would not have a number, but I can give you an idea. One unit can give a sale of around, it should be around 15 to 20 crores a month.
Manish, do you have further questions?
Yeah, thanks for answering that. I have one other question. So Rajiv sir was talking about good demand coming from, say, some of the countries like Afghanistan and maybe even Jordan or Lebanon. So just wanted to understand as to what is driving this demand. Is it because customers have kind of almost exhausted their stock of inventory, or they expect the war situation to kind of continue a bit longer, and they hence want to kind of stock up more of inventory? So just wanted your thoughts on that.
So about Afghanistan, Afghanistan primarily was buying all their rice requirements from Pakistan. And some problem happened between Afghanistan and Pakistan, and suddenly Afghanistan came towards Indian rice. So that's the reason how Afghanistan is importing so much rice from India now. But the process of exporting is complex because the port they use is Bandarabas, and since the war is going on, the export procedure has become very slow. So that's the thing with Afghanistan. And about Jordan, uh, some of the ports are not functional because of the war, like Iraq port Qasr. So all the rice which was earlier going to Qasr is going to Jordan Aqaba port. So that's where the export has increased.
Okay, that helps. If I can squeeze in one final question. So just want to check if the performance that we've shown during Q3 and Q4, can that be sustained throughout this year, or if we can, in fact, better that performance, both in terms of top line and bottom line?
See, Manishji, the war problem started February end, right? And you can see the quarter. We've exported fairly well. So if during the war we can get such an export, then why not? The next quarters also will be absolutely bright.
I think that's very encouraging. But I also saw this commentary which came along with the results, wherein we talked about some level of shipments getting impacted, obviously, because of the war. So I guess that will have a spillover to Q1. Would you be able to quantify as to what would be the quantum, maybe in terms of volume numbers or even in crores? What would that impact be?
I would not like to get into the figures, but what you're saying is true, and that will come in the future.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manish.
Sir, we'll take the next question from Praveen Sharma. Praveen, you can go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Praveenji.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Hello, Ankit. First of all, heartiest congratulations on the good results. And my only question is from the previous participant, this El Nino thing. Based on your past experience, जब इस तरह के, when there is a scarce rainfall, बारिश कम होती है तो production drops and crop prices increase हो जाते हैं. What is the effect? Means based
प्रवीण
on
जी,
past experience, maybe
या
2019-15 जब भी हुआ हो ऐसा.
हाँ जी. So Praveen ji, the paddy will start to come in the month of October, November.
हम्म.
अभी हम मई में ही हैं, so it's very early to comment what is going to happen.
See, my question was कि based on past experience,
हाँ जी.
does it affect the production of this happened in 2015 and 19, super El Nino kind of thing. So based on
देखिए,
past experience,
if you only want to know about the effect, yes, it can affect the crop size. It is true.
अच्छा. Okay.
But
And in such,
there are various
Hmm.
factors. This is of course one of them. Yes, you're right.
So in light of that, do we, normally we keep inventory till the season, ends, like September end. उसके बाद we buy fresh crop. So in such scenario, when obviously you guys, see through the ISRO model, crop कैसा हो रहा है, all those data you get, and you do it very scientifically and beautifully. So in such situation, can we think कि आप उसको preempt buying will be, in advance, and so that while the prices are low, you will buy? Just thinking out.
So, like I said, we are only in the month of May. This question can be
Hmm.
better answered in the month of July, August.
So my question, where I was coming from, कि
Oh.
after this quarter and next quarter, I think we will do very well because we have an inventory which is a low cost inventory, and given the situation, demand is only going to increase. Rupee will only depreciate. So I think this Q1, Q2 will be fantastic.
So,
This is
Praveen ji,
my
if you,
anticipation.
then
Now
you're
going
right.
forward in
Hmm.
Q3 and Q4,
Hmm.
वहां पे क्या बनेगा मैं वो सोच रहा था, उसको मैं समझने का प्रयास कर रहा था.
तो अभी मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, it's too early to comment.
चलिए.
ठीक है.
So all the best.
बाकी मैं आपको एक चीज बोलूंगा. आप जो
हम्म
2025 के क्वार्टर्स हैं,
हम्म.
आप क्वार्टर बाय क्वार्टर अगर स्टडी करो, आप देखोगे कैसे कभी क्वार्टर को कम करा, कभी क्वार्टर को बढ़ाया, कहाँ पे परचेज बढ़ा दी. So
हम्म.
we worked very we worked in the right way, the way it was supposed. Like what you are asking, we've been working exactly the way your question was.
नहीं, I understand because you
Hmm.
guys are being veteran. When the prices were low and people were saying कि आपने क्यों inventory ले लिया, and you bought it at right time at a lower price, and we are seeing the benefit of that right now. And
And you
next
will see
two
in the
quarters,
future also. Yes.
that's very encouraging to hear, and I think we should move towards next orbit of profitability, although we are doing very well. So let's see, and I hope best. All the best. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveen ji.
We'll take the next question from Pawan Kumar. Pawan, you can go.
हाय मैं पूछना चाहता था कि प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में नए कस्टमर की बात हो रही है जहां पर हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि 40 से 50 हजार टन की अपॉर्चुनिटी है। वो हम लोग साल में 40 50 हजार टन की बात कर रहे हैं, करेक्ट?
हाँ जी, करेक्ट.
ओके सर। और जो हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि राइस प्राइसेस में जो मूवमेंट हुआ है 30% का, आप इंटरनेशनल मार्केट के जो रियलाइजेशन प्राइसेस में है उसकी बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग 30% सर, कि हम लोग हमारा जो प्राइस है वो 30% ऊपर ऊपर अभी हम लोग बेच पा रहे हैं? इज दैट व्हाट द टेक अवे इज एज कंपेयर?
What you said earlier is true. The prices have gone up in international market by 30%.
Okay. And have we also increased our prices to our customers? Because जहां तक मुझे याद है लास्ट क्वार्टर आपने बोला था कि आपने 10% का प्राइस हाइक लिया था, तो अभी फिर से हम लोगों ने कोई प्राइस हाइक
So,
लिया है?
see, our margins remain same based on the market prices. The markets have gone up, and similarly, हमने भी अपने prices adjust करे हुए.
अच्छा.
But इसके अंदर देखिए, if I'm sitting on a bigger stock, तो मैं उसको and I'm looking, जैसे सर ने बोला, El Nino effect वगैरह, and if I think कि prices मेरे को सस्ते मिल जाएंगे, तो शायद मैं थोड़ी aggressive सेल करना स्टार्ट कर दूंगा.
समझ गया। और एक चीज सर, लास्ट क्वार्टर से इस क्वार्टर ऑफ कोर्स आपका परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छा रहा है, लेकिन एक्सपोर्ट्स में वॉल्यूम्स गिरे हैं अराउंड 4,000 मेट्रिक टन। तो इसको कैसे लेना चाहिए? आई मीन, इज इट लाइक एन इश्यू बिकॉज ऑफ द वेस्ट एशिया क्राइसिस की एनीथिंग एल्स दैट इम्पैक्टेड?
Gaurav sir, you want to comment on 4,000 tons? Gaurav sir?
Yes, sir. Actually, जो volumes गिरे आपको दिख रहे हैं, that is because of the September quarter, in which the volumes have come down comparative with the last year same quarter. Otherwise, you see the export volume has increased from 1,73,000 metric ton to 1,77,000 metric ton from
नहीं नहीं सर,
2025 2026.
नहीं सर, मैं ये मार्च क्वार्टर की बात कर रहा हूँ। Q4 में अगर आप देखो तो जो आपका वॉल्यूम रिपोर्टेड है एक्सपोर्ट्स में, वो 44,500 है, वर्सेस प्रीवियस क्वार्टर आपका 48,900 था। तो इज इट समथिंग सीजनल या फिर कुछ एक्सपोर्ट्स में कम हुआ है क्या, कुछ इशू था क्या? Q4 की बात कर रहा हूँ
The
एज कम्पेयर टू।
last, yes, it is actually decreased by 99%, right? From
हाँ,
48,000 to
9%
9%
करेक्ट।
drop है sir. They're asking you the reason for
yes, there is
this.
9% drop. This is due to some of the shipments that was stuck in between due to Iran or to be a chapter tha. That is why.
Pawan, if you see the press release, they've mentioned that a few containers were
A few of
stuck,
the
which
consignments
will
were
get
stuck.
executed in Q1.
अच्छा, और अब रिजॉल्व हो चुका है राइट सर
Yes,
वो
yes,
चीज?
yes.
ओके, थैंक्स सर, बेस्ट ऑफ लक। बहुत अच्छे रिजल्ट्स थे, अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस।
Thank you,
थैंक यू।
Pawan.
Sir, we'll take the follow-up question from Manish Gill. Manish, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Ankit, I just wanted to check as to have we made any headway in terms of quick commerce or e-commerce sales? I remember Rajiv sir talking in the previous calls that those do not give us much of a margin. So any update on that front?
We have one unit in our Gurgaon office only looking after e-commerce. So I have met them personally. They are going very strong with all e-commerces. So yes, Maharani is coming up with e-commerce. If you look up for Maharani on Blinkit or Amazon in Gurgaon or nearby NCR, you will get it.
So am I correct in assuming that our volumes would have definitely increased when you compare it with the previous quarter last year, the e-commerce sales?
Yes, if you're comparing only e-commerce sales, I'm sure the sales are going up.
Okay. And is there any plan to kind of take it to a pan-India level? Because currently you said you're doing it mostly in the Gurgaon and surrounding.
Yes, Manish ji, we are expanding our territories. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much.
Anybody wishes to ask a question, please use the option of raise hand. Sir, since there are no further questions, you would like to give any closing comments?
My closing comments would be that this year has been really great. We've done good profitability, and continuously in the future also you're going to see similar quarters with similar profitabilities.
Okay. Thank you to the management team for your valuable time, and thank you to all the participants for joining on the call. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. You all may disconnect now. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.